Today, I want to talk about self-kindness. It's a bit that we often forget about. And the way I think about it is this. I think there's a line, like a scale, and at one end of the scale, there's being kind to others, and we have lots of time and energy and resources with which to help others and be present in the lives of others in meaningful ways. And to use a well-used phrase, it feels like our cup is overflowing, so to speak. But then there's the other end of the scale, and I think we've all been there at times of our life. Maybe some of us are there right now, where you're exhausted and you're tired, and it feels like your cup is empty. And again, to use that well-used phrase, you can't pour from an empty cup, and that's what it feels like. And it feels like you've nothing there with which to give for others or to be present in the lives of others. So I think there's a sweet spot, like a balance point, somewhere in between these two ends, and it's in a different place for all of us, and sometimes it's in a different place at different times of our lives. But I think of it as a sweet spot where we can be kind to others, we can be helpful to others, and be present for others in the lives of others in meaningful ways. But at the same time, we're also aware of our own needs, and we act upon those needs. And if we do that, if we find that sort of balance, it means that we don't find ourselves pouring from an empty cup. We don't tire ourselves out. So it's about finding that kind of balance point. So and just another wee quick point, self-kindness doesn't have to be, lavish spa days. And I say that because when I quizzed a few people on this when I was working on my most recent book, nearly everyone said, a spa day is my idea of self-kindness. It can be, if that's what you want. But self-kindness can be a lot of things. It can be simply just taking a wee bit of time for yourself. It can be, going for a walk. It can be, having a hot bath. It can be having a glass of wine, reading a good book, watching a movie. It can be setting boundaries. It can be learning to say no. And it doesn't have to be a hard no, like an in-your-face no. It can be a gentle no, like a softer no, like not right now, or perhaps at some other time. Self-kindness can also be finding something that's important to you, that's meaningful for you, that you enjoy, and doing it on purpose. And it's the on purpose bit, it's the doing it on purpose bit that makes it an act of self-kindness. So here's a little exercise for today. The first part is inspired by the work of Louise Hay. And Louise Hay was one of the real pioneers in writing about the importance of being kind, of self-love and being kind to ourselves. So here is this exercise inspired by Louise Hay. So ask yourself one or more of the following questions. How can I be kind to my heart today? How can I be kind to my mind today? How can I be kind to my body today? How can I be kind to my skin today? How can I be kind to my hair today? How can I be kind to me today? And the second part of this exercise is what I'd like you to do is ask yourself, what act of self-kindness can I plan in for another day? And what I mean by that is if it maybe perhaps not practical, timely and practical to do a particular thing today, what might you plan or schedule in over the next, say, coming few days or few weeks at the absolute most? So that's the exercise for today. It's all about turning that focus inwards and saying, how can I be kind to myself? And recognizing how valuable and how important that is for our mental and our physical health.